No nonsense gin drinking. All gin, no nonsense.
Hello gin lovers, welcome back. I'm Bobby Freeman and this is the latest in my latest installment in my series of Argentinian gin or Argentine gin. I haven't gone definitive on that yet, but perhaps someone could let me know if it's Argentine or Argentinian. But while you're doing that, I'll introduce you to the gin. It is called Bosque Craft Gin. And if you're wondering what Bosque means, like I was, apparently it means forest. So apparently this gin was made in the forest. I don't know, but we'll find out. And while we're at it, I need to apologize actually, because as many of you have pointed out, in Argentina they speak Spanish, not Portuguese as I was saying. I don't know why I had it in my head Portuguese, I just thought it was. So once again, I have been proved to be an ignoramus, a moron, an idiot, dopey prat, and an ignorant bastard. So anyone who was offended by that, please accept my sincere apologies. And I don't apologize for things very often, unless I am, well, wrong and bang to rights. So then, let's find out about this little fella on the old website, shall we? And I'm pleased to confirm to you that for once on this show, I've actually done some research and some preparation, which is quite a rare thing for me. It's amazing how, how good it can be. So I've actually done some translation work, and so I can actually read the website to you, unlike last time. So here we go. In the selection of our botanicals, we look for inputs of excellent quality and from local producers. Juniper, cardamom, coriander, orange blossom, lemon verbena, grapefruit peel, lemon peel, and clove are some of the botanicals and citrus fruits that we use in our maceration. I do like that word, maceration, not sure why. The wild juniper from Patagonia gives us a special profile and what's that word? Differentiates, wasn't that difficult? Differentiates it from most known gins. We seek that from the selection of its inputs to the bottling of the finished product, the entire process is carefully supervised. After 4 distillations, we take to the bottle only the heart of the gin, discarding in good proportions the heads and the tails of each batch, manually elaborated in each stage of the process. If you don't know what that means, basically the first bit, when they distill a load of gin in a great big, the first lot of gin that comes out is known as the heads, the sort of last bit is known as the tails, and the middle bit is known as the hearts. And that's generally the sort of the most concentrated bit. And a lot of gin companies will mix these all together. It sounds like these guys aren't messing around, they're getting rid of the heads and the tails, which, wow, sounds damn good to me. So my friends, let's not mess around anymore. Let's get the old top off, shall we? Now then, it does have one of these things. Oh, but it's coming off an absolute treat today. We do have a little tiny cork in there. So we have the little tiny Argentinian cork test.
The little tiny Argentinian cork test.
So do we have a squeak? Here we go. Oh, nothing at all. It's a well-oiled cork, that. We'll go for a full pull. It's only a small one, but let's try it anyway. Oh my God, it's a bit tight. Hang on. Hang on, there's a car going past. Don't want to sully the cork test with the car going past. Hang on a second, here we go. Oh my God, that's the worst. Wow. Well, I'd say that was the most disastrous cork test ever. It wasn't particularly loud, and I have soaked the desk and my iPad, and indeed myself, in gin. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's just a bit of fun. Shit, I've made a hell of a mess here. Have I got any tissues? Don't think I have. Oh dear, that's a sad situation. That reminds me, everyone's been there, haven't they? Know what I mean? But what I shall do, I shall try and grasp this. You don't get this sort of thing in other YouTube channels, do you? I'm just gently sort of absorb that. Oh, now I've knocked my notes off the table as well. I think I just stopped this video. Only joking, of course, I can deal with whatever is thrown my way. So, oh yeah, we need to do a sniff test, don't we? So get this in the glass. It's an interesting video today, but I'm enjoying the journey, and I hope you are too. So here we go, nostrils going in. Smells like gin. However, I will try and elaborate on it a little more than that, otherwise it'd be a very boring video. So, quite kind of piney, I'd say, kind of a fresh sort of blast to it, a little bit of tingly spices as well, but not really really blowing me away with anything unique and different. But it just tastes like gin, but kind of a little bit more concentrate on the piney sort of freshness, which I suppose is that sort of foresty kind of influence. So then let's get it in the tonic and have a little taste of a gin and tonic, shall we? So here we go. And as always, I say at this point in the show, thank you very much to all my patrons and indeed my YouTube members and indeed Dr. Surgeon of Dr. Surgeon YouTube channel, who has supplied all the Argentine gins on this show. Thank you very much to all of you. This is Bosque or Forest Craft Gin. I say to you, cheers. Ooh. Wow. Okay. This is quite a subtle gin, okay? This is not kind of a wham bam, knock your lefts and knock your right and knock your sideways and all about. It's kind of just very gentle flavours. It's, let me have another go. Yeah, so it's kind of subtle as it sort of glides into the mouth rather unassumingly. You don't get a lot going on. It's kind of like sort of I often use the party analogy. It's like someone who sort of glides surreptitiously into a party and are not particularly, not the sort of person you would remember, perhaps the sort of person that will walk past and you don't even notice them. Perhaps they've got a long cloak on and sort of over the sort of the head like that, and they sort of waft in. Everyone's like, who was that? Oh, I don't know really. However, as soon as they get into the party, once they've got into the mouth, it's like they cast off their cloak and they're something spectacular, and they hit the dance floor and they're like spinning around, breakdancing on the head and all that stuff. Because the flavours kind of come a little bit later on this one. There's a little kind of, it's not a huge explosion, but it's kind of a sort of a spiciness about it, a sort of a slight sort of zingy, which is quite nice, but it's backed up. It's more of a kind of a soft, woody finish to it, kind of a sort of almost sort of a bark-like, almost kind of, I don't know really, sort of a musky sort of flavour. There is a tiny thread of lemony citrus in there, but not huge on the citrus. And as I say, kind of it sort of leaps up and it's there, but it kind of just flows away and sort of dissipates to a sort of, it's quite a relaxing gin. It's 42%, so about what, it's normal for the London Dries. But again, not a lot to shout and scream about on this one. Kind of mellow, little bit of flavours going on there, and then just sort of flows away quite nicely with a sort of a slight spicy woodiness on the end. And to be honest, there's not much more to say about it. It's not, as I say, it's not going to change your life, this one, but it's kind of pleasant and kind of enjoyable. So let's try it neat, shall we? Get it in my beautiful branded no-nonsense gin drinking mug, of which you could be an owner if you click on that, if you see a picture of it below. So here we go. Yeah, to me that's a little bit muted when you have it neat. I think that's those subtle flavours that were there. They're sort of still kind of subtle, but I don't know. They don't quite leap up when they're kind of like the way they do when they're unlocked with the tonic. So I would say, as always, no surprises here. That's one to definitely have with the tonic. So then, how much is this little fella going to cost you? Because these Argentine, please correct me for which one I should be saying. These gins from Argentina are notoriously very well priced compared to the ones you get here in the UK, okay? So this one, my notes are actually down, they've fallen on the floor. So this one is 3,300 Argentinian, that's definitely not right. Argentine will go with for the time being, pesos, right? Now, and I worked that out, that's about 20 English pounds or about $25 or about 24 euros. And that is cheap, my friends. However, it is the smaller 50 cl bottle. So it's a little, I always think it's a little bit cheeky when they do that. However, even at that size bottle, that is incredibly cheap, and I'd be very, very happy to pay that for almost any gin, to be honest, no matter how, even if it was a bad quality one. 20 quid, I wouldn't feel too bad. So guys, to sum up today, it's not sort of one of the wildest and wonderfulest videos. Sometimes you will get a gin that is a little bit more understated, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. I think it's a very, and also I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I haven't researched it, but I'd say they seem to be kind of into sustainability. I'd say that's probably recycled glass as well, because you don't often get a brown bottle gin like that. So it's quite unassuming, but I think these guys' hearts are in the right place, and they've made something that's kind of just mellow and enjoyable. It's not going to set your world alight. However, it's still a very pleasant and a little kind of a nice bit of uniqueness to it as well. And at an extraordinarily cheap price, you literally cannot go wrong. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video today. As I say, not the most electrifying one, but you have to take the rough with the smooth, and occasionally you'll get one that's a little bit more muted than the others, but it doesn't mean it's any worse. So if you've enjoyed this video, found it useful, informative in any way, shape or form, please don't forget to what I've forgotten. Oh yeah, that's it. Subscribe to my show, press the like button below the video, and if you want to support the show, head over to the old Patreon page, or press the join button below this video, or even you could even press that super thanks button or super like, I forget which one it is, which is also down there about sort of this area. But until next time, guys, take care, stay safe. Thank you to all my patrons and members, and of course, keep drinking the gin.